Good morning, guys. Welcome back to the channel. Today is Tuesday, November 6th, and it is 7:10 a.m. So we're gonna go ahead and jump on the charts. I already was on the charts for about like 5-10 minutes just looking over. And today does look pretty good. It does look pretty clean. We do got actual price action. The chart is actually moving in a trend. So let's go ahead and jump on and show you guys what I've been looking at. So this is gold. So let's go to the higher time frame so you guys could understand. So we're still on a uptrend, very much bullish. And here even you can see still on an uptrend. 4 hour still on an uptrend. And it looks like we have some supports here. Now, this is where I was looking. No, let's go a little bit lower. Well, yeah, you can still see uptrend very much still bullish. I think it was the 30. Yeah, it was here. All right, so now looking at the 30, you can see that we had a pullback to fill this gap here. So this is still our basically our holding zone. Oh shit. Hold on. Bro. Put that there to the swing low. There we go. All right, so now when you come to the 15, you get a little bit more detail and you can see what is actually happening. So we had a pullback to this gap here and literally came to the gap, tapped it, and wants to continue to fly. So now we have a new gap that formed here on the 15 that it could come to. I don't know why I have that one marked. Let me go to the 5 real quick. Okay, that's because the 5 came back a little, came back and tapped on this one. So I'm actually going to delete this and let's use this instead. I like this. This looks better. So let's use that, stretch it. Let's go to the 5, see what that looks like. Okay, so yeah, basically same thing, but the 5 would just be a smaller entry. So this is what I want to keep my eye on once we get closer to open. But yeah, pretty much A plus setup, honestly. We have our downtrend, if I can mark. So we have our downtrend. We can start here. So we have our downtrend. We have our break of structure. Literally at our entry. The gap to be filled. And then we fly. That's literally it. Textbook. Can't ask for anything better than that. So let's go ahead and delete these. Yesterday would have been really, really, really good. We just never got our entry right here for the tap. And even on the 15, I don't think it tapped anything. Yeah, even on the 15, it didn't tap anything. Like you can see how on the 15 here, it came down and tapped and then continued. So that's what we were looking for yesterday, but it didn't come down low enough. It kind of just made a little wick, which you can see here on this uh, bullish candle here. It wicked, but it didn't come all the way down to our zone. It came here to this fair value gap, and just I guess the fair value gap was super strong, so it held. Um, but yeah, so can't ask for a better setup today. I mean, this looks super super good. Yesterday would have been good, and we would have been able to hold this low key because we would have still been in. But yeah, so it is what it is. So we'll be back at open and then possibly take something at open. If not, we'll just wait till New York actually opens instead of the pre-market open. But we shall see. So we'll be right back. Okay, so I I'm contemplating setting a limit for half the contract size that I want to do. because I usually risk about like 600 to make 28 or 24 or whatever it is. So I'm thinking of risking the three and change on this on this box for the setup, which would be a technically 15-minute setup. Um, so I'm thinking of setting maybe a limit here just to see if um, just in case it taps in and doesn't give the 1 minute confirmation, I at least can confirm some like secure something. So I'm definitely contemplating doing that. It does look like though that it's only trying to tap into the 30-minute setup. That's why I have that red line set, is to see how it's going to react off of that 30-minute gap, which it kind of looks like it wants to only tap into that 30-minute gap and then fly again like it did yesterday. If it does, I might take break it a candle. I don't normally like that, especially with it leaving these gaps down here, just because it's still kind of early. It's 8:33, so I think I'm gonna set a limit here for the three and change to go for 1,000, and then take the 1 minute confirmation as well for another three. So that'll be like the 20, like 2 grand for the day. So I don't know. I don't really want to take a 30-minute gap. I'd rather get my 15 to 5 minute entry. So the 5 minute entry is down here, the 15 entry is up here. So I would rather take the 5 or the 15 entry over the 30, just because it normally wants to fill these smaller gaps as well. So, and as you can see, it's still dropping. It didn't fly from the 30 gap. So we are just waiting. Realistically, I do have a limit set on the 15 gap just in case it decides to tap and fly. Um, so that way we're not missing out on the entire move. But I definitely would like to see it tap into the 5 minute gap down here. Let me do this. The 5 minute gap right here. Oh, come on, there we go. And I want to make this red so we can see the difference. So I would rather see it tap down here and then continue back up, but you never know with gold. Gold be moving how it wants to, as you guys seen yesterday. But this does look good so far. So far, so good. I definitely have my eye on it, but yeah. So I would like to see it fly. So let's actually delete that. Okay, guys. So I decided to jump in on the 1 minute. I'm gonna show you guys why. So it broke structure right here. So this would be the new higher low, and it broke that. So I decided to take break of the candle on this one, and it literally broke the candle and then dropped. So it took me out because I had my stop loss right up under this thing here. So it took me out on this candle. And then it literally almost came and tapped me in, and now it's going up. But I'm gonna sit on my hands. I'm not gonna enter. I'm gonna wait. It's either gonna tap me in or I'm not gonna enter until we break up here. Until we break this. If we break this, then I'll enter and look for somewhere to put my stop loss. But if not, we are gonna wait and see if we get tapped in on this lower trade down here. But so far, trade looks good. Like it's making wicks down here, showing that it doesn't want to be down here. So it looks good, but we have to get our entry. If we don't get our entry, we're not gonna get we're not gonna take another trade. I did super light risk as well. I think I risked like $100 or something like that. Let me see. Yeah, 150. So super light risk. So it's okay. It is what it is. That's also why I went super light risk, because I knew it was super risky taking that when we have all this space down here to still drop. Um, I just didn't want to have another recap of what happened yesterday, where it literally made pretty much these same wicks and then flew. So I'm gonna go ahead and be patient now, um, and wait to see if we get tapped in here on our trade. Hopefully we do. If not, I mean, we'll take break of the candle, or actually we'll just wait till 9:30 and see what happens. Because 9:30 it can definitely just come all the way back down, tap in, and then continue. So if we don't get our entry here, at 9:30 we'll probably look to get in somewhere else. But it's very weird that it came down and tapped into this one, but didn't tap into this one. It's very weird. So we're just gonna be patient. We're gonna wait, see what happens here. But I don't know, man. Oh, I'm not gonna lie, I'm sick that it literally missed by a pip, bro. Like a literal pip, and did not put me in. I'm so sick. Oh, I'm so sick. Like, there's no way, bro. A literal pip, bro. A literal pip, and did not put me in. It's a good chance it can drop back down, though. We got 2 minutes on the on the 15, 2 minutes on the 30. It's a good chance that it can drop lower and tap us in, but it might be gone, bro. It might be gone, bro. I went ahead and just canceled the order just because I don't know, bro. It don't look like it's gonna come back, and if it does, it might be coming back too fucking fast. So I think we might be done for the day, low key. I'm still gonna wait till 9:30 just to see what happens, but I don't want to be away from the computer and it be a huge bearish candle and it just blows straight through it. So might be done for today, honestly, but we don't know yet because we're still gonna wait till 9:30 and see what happens. But it's just so unfortunate, bro. Like literally a pip. Literally a pip. Like, bro. Literally one pip, bro. And we would have been in. And no. It decided it didn't want to fill the gap. And it just continued to fly. Bro, like. That's so sickening. It's so sickening to see that. Like, to be right and it just go without you, it's so sickening. 2 days in a row, bro. Literally 2 days in a row. I don't know. I don't know what to do different other than to set my limit higher, but that's gonna mess up my when the my risk to reward. It would mess up my risk to reward. Okay, guys. So last trade of the day, I decided to enter on the push up on the 1 minute. So we had a push up here, and I decided to enter. So I think I risked like 500 on this. So if we lose, it sucks because we could have had a win today. But if we win, great, because then we'll make up for the loss that we had a little bit earlier. Let me mark that to the 1, 2. Oh, we don't even have a 1 or 3 marked out here. 1, 2, 3 up here. So I mean, hopefully it goes in our direction, and it did not, unfortunately. So it sucks because we could have had a dub today easily, but we ended up taking an L. I'm gonna wait and see if we break above this. I might re-enter if we break above this right here. If we break above this, I might re-enter. Um, if we break above this and use that as the low, obviously I gotta change the contracts. So I mean, if we break above this, I might re-enter because it could just be making a wick. But I think we're on a new hour candle as well. TP up here somewhere. So I'm just going to wait and see what we get here real quick. I didn't mean to get in that early. Damn. Hopefully we don't take another L. I did not mean to get in so early. I had it set up here, but it just put me in automatically. Okay, so let me fix this now. Entries here. Stops are here. 1 to 3 is up here. Alright, let's see what we get here. Alright, now I need to delete all this because this looks confusing. Alright. We're gonna push up. It looks like it tapped into this. I think I'm gonna leave that up there. And we might be able to secure a lot more profits today. What did we just lose? 6. Oh no, that's all together I think for today. So we lost altogether 6 and change. So let's see what we get here on gold now. Maybe we can get an explosion candle and just straight up. Alright, so it tapped into this. So technically, I want to see what this does. So delete that. So that's my trade that we are in right now. And then this I want to put over here so I can see what this trade looks like. 1 to 3. Alright, so the 1 to 3 is kind of in the same area as mine. So we're definitely going to watch and see what this trade does as well. Because if we start rejecting at 1 to 3, then we're just going to close. But I don't think we should, bro. Realistically. We're wicking off of the EMA on the 30. We're also wicking on the hour. And we got 17 minutes to close on the hour candle. And we're well above it on the 4 hour. So I think we should be good here, bruh. We got 2 minutes to close on the 15. If it could flip bullish, that would be great for the 15. I got you, mama. I got you. Okay, guys. We are approaching our 1 to 3. This red line here is our 1 to 2. So we're just above our 1 to 2. I think I want to go ahead and move our stops into profit just so we're not losing anything. Realistically, it shouldn't. Low key, I want to move my stops up here so that we secure something, because we did take a L today, a small L, but a L nonetheless. So I want to go ahead and cover that loss. So we are in profit now. I believe that's somewhere around like $400, and I think we lost like $100 or some shit like that. Overall today we are up 140 on the day, just because of the second loss that we took on this candle here. We took I think it was like a $500 loss. So overall, once we hit TP, we should be securing, I believe, like 3 and change or something like that. That's kind of why I'm gonna just let this run today. Once we hit TP3, I'm just gonna let it run. I'm probably gonna put stops at TP2 or just under, or maybe like right under this candle here. If we continue to push higher, I'll probably put stops right up under this candle and then let it run. Because we should technically hit the target up here. Because if we go to the higher time frame, we have all of this space. Once we clear here, we have all of this space to fill. So we should be good, realistically, for today, to just let it run, because it's 11:46. So this candle I do expect to slow down a bit. We probably won't hit TP3 just yet. But it also should not be coming back under this zone here, because as we can see, if I go to the smaller time frame, so we came up, spiked, and then that's where it came the lowest, and then we broke that high. So that would be the change of character, technically, going from bearish to back to bullish. And since we've taken that high, we've been pushing a lot stronger. So we should be good to put stops maybe right up under here. But I want to wait and see what happens once we actually hit TP3, how the candles are moving. Because as you can see, since we've gotten in, it's just been slowly trading up. But we haven't had any bearish candles since we actually started to push. But yeah, so we're just waiting to see what we actually get at TP3. But we should be good. We definitely should be good to take our limit up here, which would put us at like at the 1 to 7 or something like that, or 1 to 5. So we should be good. Definitely should be good. Technically, I can move this here because we are in profit. And yeah, we're just letting it run for today, man. I wish we could have gotten down here. If we would have gotten down there, man, we probably still wouldn't be in the trade. We would have probably been done. But realistically, like, we would have avoided a loss, 2 losses, for real. I can't grab this, damn. There we go. But it is what it is, man. We live and we learn. I'm probably just gonna pull my thing up a little bit when I see it reacting like that, or next time I see it come down and then start to push back up, I'm probably just gonna manually enter instead of trying to let it just trigger. But it is what it is. We live and we learn. We know for next time. I would like to see it take this high at least. But it's coming back down. 15 got 10 minutes, so we should be good. The 15 has 10 minutes to close, so it could just be making that bottom wick and then continuing back up. The 30 is still very much bullish, so we're just gonna let it run, do what it do. Okay, guys, I'm about to make the executive decision to move my stops under here. Confirm. Just because it is now 12:30 and we still have not hit TP, it looks like it's starting to range. And I just don't want it to range and then reverse and we take an unnecessary loss. I'm kind of thinking maybe even put it in the zone to secure more profits. Where's 1 to 2? 1 to 2 is right here, I think. Oh no, a little under. Okay, so 1 to 2 is there. So we did hit 1 to 2. I don't want to close the trade. I'd rather get taken out. But I'm definitely thinking possibly put it like here. So on the 15, the 30, and the 1 hour. We're just so close to TP, bro. Yeah, I think I'm gonna maybe put it in the zone. Right under here. I think we should be safe right here. Confirm. I don't know how much we will secure there, but I think we're gonna just leave it there and let it run. Where is TP3? And just let it run and let it do what it do. I just don't want to take an unnecessary loss or let a winner turn into a loser. So I think I'm going to just leave it there. And then if it reverses, it reverses. It is what it is. At least we'll get taken out in profit. How much is that though? Let me see. We have 6. Oh shit. Buy limit. At 6:30. And right now we're at 9, 7. See, I don't want to just look at numbers. I want to do it logically, like where it makes sense. Under here is 5. I think I'm just gonna leave it where it is. 6:30 is cool. So I think I'm just gonna leave it there and let it run. We just need it to stretch on the 1 hour because it's so close. It wants to push up, but it's just, I don't know. It's just not breaking these highs. I feel like once it breaks these highs, it's just gonna shoot up, but it's just not breaking that high. That's the problem. The 30 just started a new 30. Realistically, if it comes any lower than here, it's probably gonna tank. I don't think it'll continue back up because it just came off the EMA. I would like to see it just continue up, bro. And on the 5, it's actually on the EMA. Yeah, if if it breaks that and breaks this thing, because after it tapped that zone, it came back, tapped the zone, and then continued back up. So realistically, if it comes under, it's a no-go. Even on the 1 minute, it came, hit the zone, came back up, hit the zone, and then flew. And there's like a weird gap here that it's low-key sitting in. I mean, on the 1 minute, it looks like we're going to continue back up. That's a weird gap that it left here, though. Maybe that's what slowed it down to fill, because then it left the gap again, came back down, didn't leave any more, and then it made a little supply, and it broke that supply just now. So possibly we'll continue back up now, but yeah, we're just waiting. Bro, this trade's taking forever, bro. All right, real quick, just a quick recap. Um, so I did end up moving my stop right up under that gap that was formed here, because I did have my stop like here, I think, before, and I seen that we had a gap there, so I decided to move it a little under, just above the zone, just because if it were to break the zone, I would want to be out. So I just put it as close as possible to the edge of the zone without actually coming out of it, and it looks like that was a smart thing to do because we barely missed it, and then it continued back up to the upside again. And that this zone here that I have marked is on the 1 minute. It's the supply gap, so I just marked it just to see how it reacts to it. And it did come above, sat above for a little bit, and then it tanked right back under. Um, but I would like to see this hold and then push back up to the upside again. Um, and which would be normal market structure, which it looks like on the 5 minute it tapped into this. So it will or should continue back up to the upside. I could probably even move my stops higher now, but I'm gonna leave it where it is just because that is where it held. And on the 15, we are on a new 15-minute candle. It's 3 minutes in. We have 12 minutes left. So I'm just gonna leave it and let it do what it does, and hopefully we get our TP3 hit. But if not, it is what it is. I'm okay getting taken out where I'm at, just because that is the overall market structure at the moment. It's right up under there. So if we come back down and get knocked out, it is what it is. I think that's like $600 or something like that. But realistically, it should continue back to the upside because we broke out, came back to retest, and this is the next candle that should be continue back up. So we should be good here where we're at in the market. I'm pretty happy with it. Um, I would just like to see it continue to the upside. All right, guys. So we ended up getting taken out right here. So overall, we did like a 1-to-1 basically. Um, it is what it is. It's better than taking another L. Um, we did come really close to TP3, but we just couldn't keep the momentum going because it is later in the day. It's 2 o'clock. So, I mean, it's expected. And as you can see, it is continuing to drop down. So overall, I think, yeah, we only lost $200 today, basically. So we made up for that big $500 loss that we had on this candle here. So we made up for that at least. Can't be too mad about that. We only lost 200 basically. So overall, decent day. Can't be too upset about it. It is what it is. We'll be back on Thursday. Tomorrow is a no trade day for me. Tomorrow is Wednesday. Overall, decent day. Can't be too upset about it. Let me go ahead and set this here like that. And basically, A little over a 1-to-1. Can't be too mad about that. Oh, actually, it's like right here. So pretty much 1-to-1. It is what it is. Can't be too upset. But yeah, so please like, comment, subscribe, and remember, stay unplugged. Deuces.